Three, two, one, action.
Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. Fuck face, fuck face, fuck face.
What is that?
My ring, yeah, but I was just putting my head in this.
Oh, it's two attached.
Yeah.
Can you not separate your fingers then?
No, I can't.
It's like brass knuckles almost.
Yeah.
You should wear it on these two fingers then.
Don't tell me what to do.
No, but you should because.
Don't tell her what to do.
Don't tell her what to do.
Don't tell her what to do.
But now it's gonna break your finger.
She could do that, but then like it doesn't take the other finger up.
No, yeah.
Oh,
It's up still. It is kind of up.
Oh, it is kind of up.
You know, I didn't know that this was more an emphatic middle finger versus this, like keeping your hand open.
Yeah, I used to do this. I thought this was it.
I did this
Not
one time,
this.
and then Tiff was like, "You are one of those
you're
closed
doing this.
hands."
I don't flip people off enough to do one or the other.
I only flip off my friends.
I close it.
Yeah. We go bye. This we go bye bye.
I only flip off my friends. Like if I know people, I go like this.
I don't think I've ever been mad and did this.
You never did that in the road where you just like this?
I think I've ever been mad.
Yeah, I do that for road rage. I do that if this tissue wouldn't come out of the box and it's like stuck. I'm like, fuck you, and then I'll try again.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I am so dumb.
Inanimate objects.
No, when I walk through the gym and I see people, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I like that. Mr. B?
Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I wouldn't do that to someone I don't know.
Hey, how's the gym now since the COVID happened?
Good.
I mean, like, how is it the whole atmosphere? Is it different? Is it
Clean. It's nice. Everyone's respectful.
People don't talk to me.
Yeah, well, because now everything's on a time limit, so people you really can't talk to anyone because you have to get your workout in. So people just go in and out.
Did it change the feel of like the barbell gym where like everyone felt more like you're just chilling there, talking, hanging out?
Yeah.
And like people are like, oh yeah, like there's always this fucking party going on.
Yeah, but it's like, well, because they have the 2-hour time limit right now, it is a little bit more rushed, but people still talk, you know? People still hang out. It's kind of...
So it's more like the night shift versus like the high time shift, like how it used to be?
It depends, because sometimes the night shift is like super packed, but like even the night shift, people have more time because they don't have to go to work right after, so they can chill. But I think it's just... Nobody's like kicking on the turf, just
loiter as much.
Yeah, no loiter.
You also see like, I mean, we have most of our gym, they're like pretty much fanatics. So you have to sign up for a 2-hour block, and then people are already warming up outside. So they're actually coming to the gym early because they don't want to waste their 2 hours on mobility or whatever. So they're doing that outside. And I've also seen people sign up for 2 back-to-back 2-hour blocks. So they're like, okay, I'm gonna hit my legs in this 2 hours. Then I'm gonna go outside so they can clean the gym for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna come back in for the next 2-hour block to do like bench or something.
Oh shit. Wait, there's cleaning sessions in between?
Yeah.
Every 2 hours there's a 30-minute. So people are supposed to clean their own stuff, which I do see, and everyone's really awesome.
Everyone's killing
And
it.
then every 2 hours we clean the whole gym.
Do you guys remember Newsom during like 4th of July was
Yes.
saying how all the restaurants and
Winery.
everything's were gonna close, right? Were you guys scared about the gyms closing or anything?
Oh, I thought you were gonna talk about the winery, how his was open. Like everyone was calling his ass out because he shut everything down. But then he owns a winery and everyone was still able to be there. He made a fucking...
It sounds like
Because he closed restaurants and all this shit.
yeah.
done.
Everyone feels like it like all the stuff's gonna close down again.
I don't know, because I feel like it was at first, and then they closed the bars. I don't know why were bars even open.
I think it's kind of weird that people are like taking less precautions right now though, even though like we've had the most we've ever had.
They're over it.
Remember how grocery stores were like, oh yeah, you can only go one way down the aisles? Now when you go in the grocery store, it's like
They don't care about the things on the floors.
Well, because I think so many things opened up, and they are talking about how things are going to close again, but they're not talking about like that crazy. There's so much things going on in the news that it just gets like filtered out. So it's not like before where they're like, that's the only thing they talk about. Now they just said like in one thing and then they skip
That's
it.
true.
Everyone's
It was
worried about it now.
only Corona.
That's one thing I feel like in the whatever like presidential discussions, they should also bring in a psychologist. Because when they're discussing things and they're discussing policies, they're thinking of it almost like in a vacuum. But like people get burnt out or people don't give a fuck anymore, right? So they also have to take that in consideration. Like, hey, I don't think we can have a plan that stretches 3 months, because statistics show anything that goes over 3 months, people are gonna say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
I think they do that.
There's an actual psychologist brought in.
I don't know. I mean,
doing like a debate.
not that they advertise, but I think they do that because that's the reason why they were opening up like parks. They were opening up beaches, but not letting people sit. They were just letting them go out.
Oh, for their mental health.
I mean, I bet they have like advisories and stuff. Like they have
Yeah.
advisors that help and consult.
Like they have a
Doesn't
more-
sound like they do, because everything that they come up with, I'm like, no one's gonna follow that. And then I'm right, and I see it, and I'm like, no one's following it.
It's like the whole beach thing. Like they let people go to the beach, but they're like, you could swim, you could run, but you can't sit on the sand.
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck's gonna do that? Everyone's gonna sit on sand because they're tired of some shit.
I think
What
maybe
blows my mind though is like, why are we such a fucking embarrassment? Like,
Like Americans?
yeah, dude.
Especially Americans.
I mean, we're the only
Especially
country
us.
that's banned from like a lot of European countries right now.
I mean,
Isn't that
'cause
ironic?
we couldn't get it right? Like, we could have beat this shit, but everybody's just not on the same page, and I think that's the disjointedness. Like, because I was in Europe while shit was closing down, they were fucking precise, dude. They weren't fucking around.
I mean,
And then it was
science-
I feel like you feel it. Like when they shut down, it feels like
Yeah.
everybody's running inside.
Science became bipartisan, right?
The thing is, they shut down, but everyone stayed calm, orderly.
That's
they were
cool.
human.
I mean, like-
they weren't fucking idiots.
When they say we shut down, people are like, oh, okay, but I'm still gonna go to my restaurant. I'm still gonna do this. I'm still gonna go out.
They're idiots here. They're not being human. Like, I don't know. Out there, it was just like, all right, they just put in some things and they go, oh, that sounds reasonable. We're gonna close down public gatherings, no more than 2 people or 3 walking down the street to go grab groceries. Everyone's in line. Like, sure, there might be a shortage, and then they're communicating. Like, from the government and the citizens, it just seemed much more organized, and there was no fear mongering on the news. Like, people weren't panicking and tripping out the fucking citizens. Everyone was like, all right, this is what we got to do. They shut down borders. And then as I was leaving back, I was like, America's nuts. As soon as I get to the fucking Chicago airport, it is so disorganized. It is so fucked up, dude. And then they had way too much staff for this area, and this other area, there was way too much people and not enough staff. I missed my flight. And then the week before that, there was basically like people trapped at the airport for over 10 hours.
Well, America, I think it's also the rebelliousness is built into the culture.
Yeah.
If you think about spring break, you think of like, woohoo, woohoo, right? If you go to like a fucking Taiwanese spring break, there ain't no girls doing that kind of shit. South Korean spring break, ain't no one doing that shit. Like, it's just, America's just, that's fucking donut. If there's an empty parking lot, there's fucking people pressing donuts. Like, you're not gonna be seeing that shit in, I don't know, like in a bunch of other countries. It's just, that's just American.
Growing up with like immigrant parents, it's like you kind of like see, like I see my parents' perspective, like coming over, and they're kind of like, look at these Americans, and it doesn't matter what race or whatever. It's just the American like
Rebellion.
Culture. Yeah, it's like it's ingrained in us. Even it's in our media, it's in our movies, the music.
Shit, I admit, I'm like that too. I'm just as fucking dumb.
Yeah, same.
I was out trying to fucking break rules like everyone can jog, I'm gonna go skateboard then and fucking...
When they first announced like the quarantine and stuff, like people were like, oh, this is gonna be like a week or 2 weeks, but then like you start seeing the videos of people like not abiding by that, like people still throwing like huge rallies, or like especially in Oakland, like where I grew up, like there's a thing where people just get in the streets and they like drift cars, like they call it like ghost riding and stuff like that. So people online, they were like, okay, yeah, this is gonna go to like August or September. People are like, no, it's not, like that's impossible. And
They're doing it downtown too.
Yeah.
Entire like block parties forming because like, oh shit, the streets are empty. So they're going to the biggest streets and just straight up busting donuts all day.
Damn.
And that's like American style.
Because we can.
But like the countries that have their shit together, they're not acting like that.
That's true.
You see, Australia just shut back down, even though
Yeah,
they
I
were one of the
heard.
first ones to like open back up again.
Yeah.
And did you hear about like how it broke out?
No.
So it was the it was
Is it Americans?
no.
Americans in Australia.
Well, I think it was like, I know one country shut down, but it was like Americans or British that went there and partied and like.
Oh, where that was.
Damn.
But in Australia, I think it was like the security guards or something of like the hotels and stuff. They were the ones like breaking quarantine and like fucking having orgies and shit. And
Security guards?
Yeah.
And they're out there blaming Chinese people?
In Australia?
Yeah. Dude, there's a lot of racism
I
against
bet it's
Asians.
racism everywhere. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it started going bad again. So like Melbourne is completely shut down right now, and like the neighboring cities are shut down.
Dude, good for you for calling it Melbourne. I caught that.
Got it.
Melbourne.
If I'm in American soil, I'm saying Melbourne.
Because then they won't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, America, man.
That's the correct way to pronounce it. Like what, Melbourne, Florida, right? So
In American words.
no, I mean the city of Melbourne in Florida.
But if you're...
They make fun of us if we go to
It's one of those
Australia.
things, if you don't have it, you can't call it. Like, you know, when they say like zebra, it's actually pronounced zebra.
Do you ever feel like a
Zebra?
douche though?
Well, that's
when
how
you
it's
come
spelled.
Back
Or
from
like
a
you know
different
Debra
country?
and Deborah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Zebra.
Do you ever feel like a douche though when you come back from a different country
Yeah.
and then you feel like you gotta correct someone because that's not how they say it over there?
I don't correct them.
You go like,
I'm not gonna correct it here.
Melbourne, actually.
I feel like a
feel
douchebag
good.
when I say it, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm that fucking person.
Oh, because you gotta show off and be like, yeah, you know, back in Melbourne?
No, I'm not even thinking about it. Like after I say it, I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked up.
I always correct them. I go, it's Beijing.
Beijing.
Come on, dude.
How much time are you willing to allot to get them to pronounce it right? Because then obviously they're not going to pronounce it properly the right way first time around.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if they say it like the old English way, Peking or fucking Beijing. It's whatever. As long as I get what you're saying, I don't have to be like a stickler to like the pronunciation.
Especially Asian people who have like, especially the Asians that have intonation in their language. You're like, nobody can pronounce this correctly. They're not even gonna get close. I'm not even gonna correct.
But
them.
what about cleaning products though?
Oh, cleaning products. Because this off darker brought to you by OxyClean.
Oh damn.
Unleashes the power of oxygen.
Awesome because it cleans out all kinds of stains, and you know when you have a kid at home, they're spilling everything: soy sauce, peanut butter, maple syrup, everything. And with the OxyClean Max Force, it's a spray. It tackles the toughest dried-in stains with 5 types of powerful stain fighters. It dissolves and traps grease and oil, lifts food stains from fabrics, binds to dirt and soil to suspend them and rinse them away. So if you have pets, it gets rid of that. Safe on colors, so unlike bleach, you can use it on everything. And you can spray now and wash up to 7 days later, so you could just immediately when you come home,
Wow.
still throw it in the hamper and then do your laundry when you need to do it.
So y'all gotta try OxyClean Max Force for yourself. To work your magic with OxyClean, go to oxyclean.com/MaxForce1 to get a coupon for $1 off, baby. So go ahead, work your magic, baby. OxyClean, go oxyclean.com/MaxForce1 to get a coupon for $1 off. Link in the description box below.
This is what YouTubers do a lot.
Oh yeah, they do that. They do this one. Man.
That's what I told my. Oh no, I'm just.
Does that mean that Australia is closed? Like nobody could come in?
No, it's not the entire country. Now it's what's the southern main part where Melbourne's in?
South Wales or some shit? I don't know.
No.
Queen Victoria,
New South Wales? New South.
Isn't that
Gold
Ireland?
Coast.
Gold Coast.
But anyway, it's that area.
What?
Wait, New South Wales, isn't that like in Ireland or Europe? Or?
Well, there's Wales, but then it's like, you know, they got the same fucking names for like everything's British and shit.
Yeah.
Like Queensland.
Yeah, like some shit like that.
Queensland, Australia.
Why do they call it Queensland, not Queensland?
Because they have an
it's faster.
accent.
But they call land there?
Oh, that's Demi.
Just over time.
English is weird because we do that shit too up here. Say
We have to say so many
say
wrongs.
Huntington Beach.
Huntington.
Right, Huntington.
Yeah, I was
Not-
talking to
not
my friend
Huntington.
from Canada, and because they say like a water bottle, bottle.
Bottle.
So they pronounce it properly with the B-O-T-T-L-E, and then they're like, you guys say B-O-D-L-E.
Bottle.
Because we're lazy.
And
Yeah.
also, if you're like
Bottle.
New York, then it would be like
Nyah.
water.
Water.
Or nyah.
Or if you're like a weirdo from Canada, like we say Toronto, they go Toronto.
Toronto.
I'm like, what? Shut up.
Toronto's a nice city. That's why I feel like what you're saying. Like, I feel like a douchebag there because I'm like, dude, these people are so nice, and you just feel like, oh fuck, I'm from America.
What do you like about Toronto?
Just nice, the people.
Do you ever pretend that you're another culture just so they don't judge you that you're American?
Always.
Well, I feel like they're so unjudgy that they don't give a shit.
Oh, I go, oh, hello.
I feel like
Japanese,
everybody
Japanese.
gives a shit that we're American.
Every time I go, oh, hello, Japanese.
Everyone's nice to Japanese people, I think.
Yeah. No one, I don't think anybody except for like people that hate Corona hate Japanese people.
Well, Japanese people are so nice and so respectful.
Until
The
they,
nicest societies. Until they what?
Until they what?
until they make tentacle porn and scare your children.
People appreciate that overseas too, though.
The tentacle porn?
I think everybody can be into it. If you
Have you actually like watched it?
Wait, are you asking Joe that?
I don't. It's not my thing.
My favorite is the tentacle.
Wait, why?
Because Joe, he knows all corners of the porn world. Like, under the bed of the porn world, he knows that. Like, all the shit that's hidden, he knows
4
all
corners, so you're saying the porn world is flat?
that. No,
You don't think
I'm just
you're a
saying he
flat
finds...
porn earther?
No, I'm just saying...
Porn earther.
Wow. No, I'm just saying... Ah.
What were you saying about the tentacles?
Oh.
Which conversation you want to be having here?
No, I'm kidding. Go.
Oh, what?
About the tentacles, I want to hear what you're gonna say.
Oh, I was just gonna say that my favorite is when I watch the Vietnamese dubbed version.
Oh, mine. I love when it's dubbed in Vietnamese.
I just get hungry when I see tentacle porn.
Oh, come on, dude.
When it's inside her pussy or when it's outside?
Oh, and I just see octopus legs.
Is the tentacle
I want some takoyaki.
male features or female?
I don't know. It's supposed to be the guy.
Because it's going in the girl?
Well, the one that I watched, I didn't even get to the penetration part, but it was like a school going, oh, and then the tentacles go, and it opens the shirt of the chick.
Oh, that's a smart octopus.
Tentacle porn is as old as 1600.
Whoa!
Oh, right, and the fucking wood carving ones they've been having that shit.
It's the worst when you're watching like an anime or something, and all of a sudden they do the fan service, and they have like tentacle shit come out of nowhere, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to enjoy a normal ass show.
Paying homage.
They do. Animes do that all the time. They'll have like sometimes a random episode where they're just trying to do a bunch of fan service where it's like upskirting and like fucking tentacles all over the place.
Fan service. Huh?
Yeah, and you're like, all right.
A Sailor Moon upskirt?
Yeah.
True. I always used to get horny watching anime.
Anime's got some good
It's
feelings.
not even hentai. It's like it's just like
You're watching like Pokemon, you're like, oh yeah.
yeah.
Why is she so hot?
Yeah, and like they have the skirts they wear. And it's like all like hyped up. I'm like, God dang it! Like, what?
Well, they got you.
Not the feeling I want to feel right now. But God, pause.
No, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Just trying to fucking watch a show about robots and I'm got a boner.
Got a boner.
When things open up, what is the first place you're gonna go?
You mean stores?
No,
Countries?
Oh.
Well, this isn't a country,
Like,
but I
assuming
want to go
everything
to
is clean?
I want to go to Hawaii soon because the governor's opening up if you have corona test.
Corona.
Corona test.
Yeah.
Yes. If you have a corona test at a CVS and it's a 72-hour period, you go there, show the paper, say, hello, mainlander here, ready to party.
Ready to go. Woo!
Woo, America!
And they're like, we're all topless.
I know.
No one cares.
No big deal.
you know what's crazy about the test? So say like I have to go and like prove that I don't have the virus, but they don't make you remove the mask to like check your identity. You just give them your ID and all that stuff. So you could technically go do it for me. Even when I go to the bank, when I get, they still ask for my ID, but then I'm literally wearing a hoodie and a mask.
Yeah, they don't like, let me check.
Yeah, I guess.
But you know what? You know where they do require your face? The phone don't play no games, dude. The phone won't let you slide.
Oh, Face ID?
Yeah.
You still gotta punch it in, dude.
That fool's worse than a bouncer, man.
And probably dirtier.
Yeah.
Dirtier.
The phone will not make an exception, dude.
But if
Makes
I'm
me
wearing
happy.
sunglasses, it reads it though.
Well, it depends on the tint of the sun. Because I have
Lily?
so dark.
Yeah.
They're not that dark,
Yeah.
and it does read it. But when they're super blacked out, then it won't read my eyes.
Oh.
Sometimes like I don't recommend this, but when I'm driving, like you can see how it's like locked, right? But I'll just go like this. I'll just like give it the side eye.
Yeah, it needs eye contact.
Are you playing?
What?
You're like doing experiments as you drive?
No, I just noticed. Like it needs the eye contact to where like you could see that it's not. The second you like
You just need to flash your eyes at it.
just flash your eyes and then you see it unlock.
Wow.
Don't you wish it happened like that with girls? Like girls you thought were
Eye contact
happen
and
that
just
way with you.
unlock.
Oh, it does happen like that?
No, I'm just
Good
joking.
for you, man.
But if it was that easy, would you want them that much?
Yes.
What the fuck are you answering for?
You're the flat earther.
You can't answer those questions until you're married.
Where would you go, Nadeem?
Where would you go? Well, I'm going to Turkey in like a few days.
But where would you want to go?
But you can go to Turkey. Are they as quarantined as us?
Well, they haven't even opened up yet.
Oh shit, you're just gambling.
Just hoping that.
Once you end up there and you just have to stay in your hotel room the whole time?
Fuck it. I mean, I'm on the beach, so I think it'll be fine. But it's like they open up on the 15th, so I'm hoping that they don't realize how bad America has gotten, and they're like they don't just let us not go.
I think they know.
I'm pretty sure they know, dude.
The whole world kind of knows.
When
We're
you come
number
back
one.
Here, you don't have to quarantine.
We're Florida.
To the world.
To the world, yeah.
Yeah, we make fun of Florida, but
We're Florida.
we're Florida.
Yeah. Once I actually read a tweet that said that, I was like, oh,
Because it's true.
it is true.
We are, man.
But it's also
It's
the
fine.
news that they get of us.
Okay, what's the good news then? Give them some good ones.
Well, the news that we get from our news stations are
Is also that.
It's like we get, but everyday Americans aren't like that. You know what I mean? Like,
the news that they get of us is probably just actual facts. Our news, even whatever news station you watch, is made to make us want to watch it.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy stuff that they want to push.
That's true. When I was watching the coverage on coronavirus first, and then after that the whole BLM stuff, like I was watching Australian news to get more of like the not so one-sided argument type stuff. Yeah, and I was like, oh, Australian news channels are actually doing a decent job with like just give me all the facts I need right now, and then it doesn't rile me up either. It's just like this is important to listen to, and that's cool, you know?
That's true. American news got me pissed off all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Fuck this thing or fuck that thing.
yeah. Whatever that thing is.
I know, they're like, a man saved 20 bunnies today. Fucking bunnies, man.